The white's got vigilance. What's the black one have? Don't know.
Yeah, I can see all that. I just think that the effect might be too specific to be. I guess I mean, most of the time I think it's just gonna be a 2/1 for 2, and a lot of times you're gonna be holding it in your hand just so you know what to call because you don't know what's in their deck. So you're gonna have to wait until they play it before you know what you want to name. So it's gonna be a lot of times just like a dead card in your hand. I think a lot.
Yeah.
That's why
I can't argue that.
Yeah, so I think I'd probably just take the Strand Walker here. Alright, so you took the Revoker. And we already talked about that one.
And I mean, I tried to defend it as much as I could, but I'm a whore for rare draft and cards I might want to use later in Constructed.
Yep, all that makes sense. Alright, so next pack. Cards I think are good. Let's see. The Ringleader is not good. Mortar Pod is good. That's probably the pick here. Mortar Pod not only is a good artifact, and it gives a bonus to just putting on your creature, but it also works well with the strategy that you have going on with the soul sacking artifacts and sacking creatures and things like that. So that'd be my pick here. Leonin Relic Warder, if we were playing white, would be an awesome. Well, not an awesome card, but no, it would be an awesome card. I'm surprised it actually went this late. Well, not that late. I guess pick 3 is not that late. But yeah, so the Mortar Pod here is my pick.
Yeah, there's Mortar Pod, good times, and the Sky Hunter and the Relic Warder. I guess I think they're the 3 strongest cards in the pack.
Yep. All right. So next one. All right. So another Relic Warder. That's a bit unusual. A Morbid Plunder, a Viridian Emissary, and Master's Call, I guess, are the cards. I think on this pack I'd probably take, just based on what we have so far, Viridian Emissary. It's a green card, goes well with the Fangrins, plus we could use that with the Mortar Pod to sack, do some damage, plus get a land and help splash Divine Offering. So I think out of this pack, that'd be my pick.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at the Emissary. I'm looking at the curve for the picks so far. And Viridian Emissary is a ramp spell.
Alright, so that's the pick. Alright, so this one's interesting. The best cards in here are for sure the Fangren Marauder, Viridian Emissary, and Choking Fumes.
Yep, yeah, absolutely. Those are the best cards here.
The Magnetic Mine is the rare, but it's not terribly good. Especially not in this deck where we're going to be sacrificing a lot of, wanting artifacts to be sacrificed on our side and Blair's side. But I can see how it might be useful. Even though I'm tempted just to take, the Choking Fumes, we're not really playing white. And we really want this Fangren Marauder, so I think that's the pick here.
And with Magnetic Mine, that could be a bomb in this deck. I'm just kidding, it's crap.
I think I'd have to use it. I think it really depends on... I'm not sure if there's even a deck that it could be good in, but it just seems like it has a powerful effect. But I'd just take the Marauder here. And we agree.
Yeah, so I mean, what's better than 2 Marauders?
3 Marauders. Alright, so here... Unnatural Predation is the only green card here, and that's not good. Darksteel Plate, not that good either, but okay. The only, I guess the cards I'd consider picking out of here would be like Mirrodin, or Darksteel Plate. And personally, I just like the Mirrodin because it works well with our strategy, or sacking artifacts, killing artifacts, because it makes 2 artifacts, like a 2-for-1. Plus, it works well with Mortar Pod. So my pick out of this would definitely be Mirrodin, and I'll leave the Darksteel play for somebody else.
And with the Mirror Sire, he's also a 2-drop, and we're pretty heavy. We're on the high end right now. We've got 3 Marauders. That's 3 6-drops.
All right, and so you took the Mirrodin as well.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten out of at this point in the draft to picking up just cards I need and actually focusing on what I'm building more and more.
All right, so good cards in this pack: Gore Vassal, Phyrexian Rager, Horrifying Revelation, and Not the Zard kind of goes along with our strategy. Even though, like you were saying, we do have a lot of 6-drops, and we don't want to be too top heavy. But that's really the only card we can play. I guess we could play Gore Vassal. It's a decent card.
Yeah.
But I think here I just take the Nothazor just to cut off red some more and take the card that we could potentially be used as part of the strategy of the deck. All right, so let's see what you picked here. All right, so you went with the Hexplate Golem.
Yeah, just pretty much. Sometimes you need a big wall, and that's what I was most interested in here. Anything else, I'm probably not going to play.
Fair enough. All right, so
and he can sub out for a Marauder. That's what the matchup's calling for.
all right, so here another Metallic Mastery, another Ogre Resistor. Not much else for this deck. I think probably Metallic Mastery if we're still going to go with that same kind of strategy of sacking artifacts. Should just go well in the deck, so that's the pick here. The Ogre Resistor is not that important. We took the Tangle Hulk, actually.
I did. For a 5-drop, and with Metallic Mastery, I would never run more than 1, and I don't have that other artifact creature that sacrifices artifacts yet anyways. So that was kind of a crapshoot before when I grabbed it. And Tangle Hulk's a 5/3 regenerator.
Alright. Just seems pricey to me.
Yeah, he's expensive. I can't argue that.
Because you'd always have to leave 3 mana up, and that like put you 3 turns behind your opponent if you have to keep that up all the time. But he can't be a wall if they can't deal with it. Alright, so this pack, not really anything. Maybe a Rally the Forces for a sideboard card. Or just take a Glitz's Courier for maybe another sideboard card. I guess I'd probably take the Glitz's Courier here just because it's a creature and it could be good against certain decks. Alright, so
yeah.
you agree.
Yeah, at this point, we know we're green-red for sure. So might as well, even if it's not a sideboard card, I can start this as more of an early drop to take some damage and die, or do some damage if they're playing mountains.
Alright. So, next pick, one thing in here is a Nothazor. Spire Serpent might be a good card to hate, but nothing else here really stands out. I guess I've always still just take a Nothazor. Alright, but you hated the Spire Serpent?
Yeah, because I've got the one Nothazor that I may or may not be playing. I'm definitely not playing 2, because I'd rather be playing 3 Marauders at the 6-drop. I can't get too top heavy.
Yeah.
Might as well just hate something.
Alright, here, another Courier, another Tangle Hulk. Between those 2 cards, I'd rather hate the Glitz's Courier, another potential playable and another card someone can't use against us.
Yeah. That's the pick to spoil it for y'all. For the points you.
Look at all these listless couriers. So if somebody really wants to hate our deck, they could just pick up all of these.
Yeah.
So I guess that'd still be the pick here. Rally the Forces is so easy to get. Yep. Alright. Here, I'm surprised Card Playing Revelation went so far. Either one of these cards actually is decent, but I'd probably just take the Revelation because there's not really that many cards for Republican Infuser and triple MBS.
The thing with triple MBS is these infusers go real late, and so do Shriekhorns. You can get 6 or 7 Shriekhorns and like 4 of these guys and just mill them hardcore. I've seen it happen.
That'd actually be an interesting strategy to consider. So, there you go. And Caustic Hound. And a Swamp. Alright, so I guess I'm just thinking we need like a few more early drops and maybe some more removal.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have any removal. Except for Divine Offering.
Yep. Yeah, we run like 0 removal.
So we need some burn spells, like Burn the Impure, Slag Storm. Slag Storm would be a good rare to get here. But yeah, Burn the Impure would be nice. Crush would be a decent card to pick up. Not early, but eventually at some point. Alright, well, let's see. Alright, so Green Sun Zenith. That's probably the pick. But otherwise, let's see. Spiraling Duelist, I think, can be pretty good. Ichor Wellspring, still a good card. Probably the best card in this pack, besides the rare, is definitely the Vidalcan Anatomist. If we were playing blue, probably just slam this card because it's removal plus it is a control card. This taps or untaps people's creatures while making them weaker. This is honestly just a disgusting, awesome card.
Yeah, that's all the way first pickable. You can't argue the Anatomist or Antonomist.
Anatomist.
Anatomist. There you go.
But Green Sun Zenith works well for this deck, plus it's an awesome rare.
Yeah.
Alright, that's the pick. Surprise. Alright, so here we go. Burn the Impure. There really is not anything else in this pack that this deck could use. Maybe Tangle Mantis is still pretty good. And also there's a Mirror Sire. I guess if you're in, I guess the good cards in this pack, there's only really 2 really good cards in this pack. That'd be a Quarter Paladin and Burn the Impure.
And for this deck specifically, it'd be Mirror Sire, Mantis, and Burn the Impure.
Yes. And here, obviously, Burn the Impure, we need...
Yeah, like you said earlier, we desperately need removal.
Alright, so... Blight Widow... It's between a Blight Widow, really, a Cost Courier, and a Crush that I can see. Even though, I guess Spin Engine is not... Spin Engine can be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, Spin Engine's it's a good man. And but it's between the 3 you named. And I'm looking at the Blight Widow because we have no game against flyers at all.
And plus, Blight Widow is pseudo removal.
Yeah, it's good against Infect, and you will see a lot of Infect in triple Beseiged drafts.
So that's the pick here. Alright, so this one, let's see, what's a Mirror Welder? I haven't seen this one before. That seems like it could be interesting, actually.
He's got a good body on him, and his skill can be useful.
So there's still a Crush, Spin Engine. I guess the cards I'm looking at would be like the Welder, the Crush, potentially the Spin Engine, or even the Cost Courier.
Yeah, I was looking at the Spin Engine, Crush, Sire, Courier, and Welder.
I guess I think here I would take the welder because it's rare. You're not gonna see it that often, and it could be good. Maybe it's hard to say. I'm trying to think of what artifacts engrave like, that would actually be that useful to have their ability for.
In Triple Besieged, it's the cycle. Each color has that. I can't think of what the black one is for the life of me. But red's got the Spin Engine, white's got the Vigilance guy, green's got the Regenerating Hulk, blue's got the Flyer.
Oh, and black's got the guy that gets +1/+1
Oh yeah.
for tapping out of 2 in a black.
Yep.
So I guess I think we need a crush. This is a bit of a difficult. I think it's between Mirror Welder and Crush for me. And I'll probably just take the Mirror Welder because I haven't used it before and it's a rare. And so you took the Mirror Sire?
I did.
That makes sense.
I wanted the low drops at this point to protect my late game.
Fair enough. Alright, so here Viridian Emissary, possibly Mirrodin Metal, maybe even a Concussive Bolt. And it's too bad, I don't think Spread the Sicknesses. It's removable. I'm not sure whether we. I guess it could be splashed. It wouldn't be that hard, I suppose.
We've got the Sphere of the Suns. And I think Spread the Sickness is probably the strongest card in the pack.
I think, though, here I'd still take the Viridian Emissary. Because it'll help accelerate faster to 6, which is kind of where we want it to go.
Yeah.
But you took the Spiraling Duelist.
I did take the Duelist. You can't abuse it in being an uncommon. I'm not going to see one again. And if the worst case scenario, it's going to crate with something or eat up their removal.
I think
even at forecasting cost, it was really should have probably been the Emissary here, to be honest.
like I don't have all the cards in front of me, so I might be underestimating the artifact count.
No, our artifact count is extremely low. We've got like the Sires, the Sphere of the Sun.
So either one of those cards, I think, is okay. I would have gone probably Emissary. Well, obviously that's what I said, but either one is okay. Alright, so it's an Emissary here anyway. So in this pack, really, I think it's between maybe a Razorfield Rhino, but more likely the Concussive Bolt Emissary, and I think the Emissary is just better. And you agree?
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Alright, so this one of those cases of what's better than 3 Vanguard Marauders? 4 of them?
Possibly, but there's that artifact
Yeah.
I've been hoping for the entire draft. I gotta take it.
Yeah, I can see that. I think 3 is more than enough Vanguard Marauders.
Yeah, I'm not running more than 3, and I want a Rusted Slasher more than anything.
Alright, so that's the pick. Alright, here. This is weird, because I kind of like Silver Skin Armor to be able to turn one of your creatures into an artifact, sack it, and then gain life off of it.
Yeah.
But then Rot Wolf is decent.
That's what, for me, I was looking at the Silver Skin Armor and the Rot Wolf, and then the virulent wound. Just wondering why is it still here? If you're playing black, this should not have passed you up.
Yeah. I think here, though, I think... I'm not sure how many creatures are in the deck currently, but I think I still have to go with Silver Skin Armor just because it works so well with the other cards in the deck. And it'll help that Metalcraft guy. He just picked up. You took the Rot Wolf?
I took the Rat Wolf over the armor strictly for some more game against the inevitable poison we're going to be facing. I took the Rat Wolf as a sideboard card.
Alright, so here, really nothing. I think I would take the Mirrodin Metal and just pass all the rest of this.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was looking at.
Alright, this is actually not a bad late pick. Tankle Mantis is pretty good. That's what I would take there.
Yep.
Alright, now to here, I think I would just grab the rare, honestly. You know, the Cost Courier can be pretty good, and it does have some game against this deck. I don't know. I guess I would take the Cost Courier. I don't really want this rare. And it's going to be a cheaper anyway. So I take the Cost Courier. All right, you took the Ringleader.
Yeah. 5-drop slot was at this point the only 5-drop we had was Tangle Hulk, and there was the Ringleader is going to act as the Battle Cry ability and or removal, because they're going to either block it or they're taking 4, and your 4 is usually going to kill whatever it is they're blocking with.
All right.
And good chance is it's probably an artifact.
Fair enough. All right, there's another one there. So I guess that's the... Either take another one or just hate an Infect guy. Probably hate the Infect guy here. Don't need more than one Ringleader. But you took it.
Hating the Infect guy probably would have been correct. Looking back at this, I don't even remember that guy being there.
Alright, ooh, look at that. Mirrodin Emissary. Awesome card. Glad to pick that up. Turn the Tide. And a Swampy. Alright, so here are the picks. So, by basically what pack 3 not pick 3, we were pretty sure we were going to go into red as one of the colors.
Yeah.
And then you have, the Fangrins, the Marauders definitely threw green in the way. So these are the picks. I think pack 3 was a pretty good pack. Green Sun Zenith, Burn the Impure, Blight Widow, still a bit light on removal.
Yeah.
Maybe,
looking back, the only removal we run in this main deck, well, I guess in the entire possible thing, is Burn the Impure.
I think probably would have been nice to have picked up one of those crushes. But
yeah, the Nathosaur never makes the deck. Metallic Mastery never makes the deck. We run hardcore, just red-green.
did you end up splashing the Divine Offering?
Nope.
Hmm.